everybody, and welcome back to an all-new episode of Conflicts. In this episode here, we'll be looking at the all-new LEGO Flintstone set. That is right, LEGO has brought us a brand new set featuring the LEGO idea Flintstone style. Now in this set here, you get the house, a car, variety of props, and 4 different characters, making it a very nice nostalgic piece to the original cartoon. Now it features over 700 pieces, which is a fair amount, but then again, it is a very small project. Now, this video is sponsored by LEGO, in which if you wanted your very own, be sure to check out the link down below in the description. So without further ado, yabba dabba doo, let's go ahead and get started. So this here is the box that they sent, and overall it's actually not that big. And you just see on the front here, it does say the Flintstones. You see Fred over here, you see their house, even has a little mailbox, which is kind of cool. Now it has 748 pieces, which is a fair size amount, especially for something this small, I guess you could say. And then on the back here, it kind of shows it a little bit more in terms of detail. So you got this nice looking cover art. So you do see like Fred and Barney, looks like they're bowling over here. Fred's trying to get into his house, they're driving the car, and then you got that giant rib on the side there, kind of leaning the car to the side. And then, you know, you got them sitting in the living room here watching TV. Fred trying to turn on the TV, and then Fred and Barney driving the car. So kind of cool, you know, definitely gives a nice nostalgic value to it, of course. And you even have like that tree on the side there with the coconuts. So definitely a very nice looking box. So you did get 4 different characters over here. And yeah, let's go ahead and open it up next and see what's on the inside. So this here's everything that it comes with. You get 6 bags, and then you get a instruction guide right over here. Now this instruction guide contains about 180 pages. On the beginning over here, it does talk about in terms of the fan designer and stuff behind how they made it and all the different things about Flintstones and stuff like in terms of like a brief history. Again, with the LEGO's ideas, it's always based on somebody making it and then it going into production. So I love how they do that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and cue up that montage and build some Flintstones. Alright, so our Flintstone house is finally built, and it was actually a lot of fun building it. I really like all the small different details, especially, you know, like even the blinds, the little jars in the front here, sort of like for the milk. Then you even have like the ribs on the side for the car, so that's kind of nice. Now, just kind of starting from the left to the right here. So let's look at the characters first. So we have 4 different characters. So we have Fred, Wilma, Betty, as well as Barney. So this here is Fred, the main character, of course. You actually see he's got his blue tie, his little attire on there. Actually looks really nice, and he has like one face of him just smiling right there, and he does have his own hairpiece. Then you have, of course, Wilma, which is his wife. Now she does have 2 faces, so you can go ahead and like kind of like swap between the 2. So you got like a little like smiley face, and then you have like an angry face, almost look like she's yelling at Fred. So that's kind of nice as well, and her little trademark hairpiece as well too. Now we have ourselves Betty and Barney. So this here's Betty, which is Barney's wife, and then, you know, same thing on the back here. She has her like almost like her laugh kind of face, which she does a lot in the cartoon. And then her wig piece or hair piece, I guess you can say. And then of course Barney as well, and then he only has one face just like Fred with just a smiley. So kind of nice that they have 4 characters. I kind of wish they included you know, Dino as well, but we'll kind of look at a little bit why that's so when we look in the house. Now, so those are the 4 characters. Moving on, we have ourselves, of course, the infamous car that they use. So you do see, you know, it's got really interesting build style. It does rotate, even like the side rotates with the wheels. I kind of wish that it did have like almost like a slot on the bottom here for their feet to kind of stick through, allowing them to kind of like move it about, almost like in the real cartoon. And then, you know, you have the ribs on the side, which you do see in this TV show as well, and even it kind of like, look at that. Well, it kind of sits on an angle, but yeah, you can go ahead and take that off and put it back on. This here is made out of cloth, which is kind of nice touch to it as well, kind of giving it a nice little resemblance to the original. Now it includes spots to fit all 4 characters, so it's a kind of a nice idea to it, so you can go ahead and drive them about. So that is that. And then we have ourselves a mailbox. So this is pretty nice. So it has the Flintstones signature on there, of course, and then you have a piece of mail that goes in there. The only downside is if you put the character next to it, you can see how relatively large that is. But otherwise, it looks really cool and kind of makes a nice little touch to the house. Now, let's look at the house. Now, the house is pretty interesting build. I actually enjoyed building the chimney a lot. I thought that was a very unique design structure. So you have this like tree kind of going on the side here. Kind of gives it like a nice little like almost like jungle kind of feel to it. You have like coconuts on the side. You have these plants. You have like rocks on the bottom, on the top, and throughout the house, kind of giving it a nice almost like structural or like organic kind of feel. And then you do see even on the blinds or the curtains here, you have like that print that's infamous to the logos, and then you have a door that does open as well. Now, as we kind of rotate it, you'll see that it does kind of open up to kind of showcase you the house a little bit more. And even the top part itself does come off, so you just go ahead and slide that in and take it off. And then you see what's going on in here. Now, working our way around the house, so you do have this like painting of this like mammoth over here with the dinosaur. And then you have this like little couch, which does kind of come off just like that. So you can go ahead and have the character sit on there. And then behind the couch, you'll see that there's a small little fireplace. And then on the right hand side over here, you have a little table with some decorations. And then if you look at the TV, you'll see that it says Dino is missing on the news. So I guess that's one way of kind of getting away with it. Then you have this almost looks like a sink or like a changing table kind of area in the corner. And then you have this phone, which is kind of interesting looking. You know, it's got like a very almost like dinosaur kind of feel, which kind of resembles the TV show quite well. And then you have a lantern over here on the side, which is kind of nice, kind of sits well with it. And then of course you have the bowling pins, so you can go ahead and have the characters bolo as well, which you can see right there. It comes like in a little box. And yeah, that's about it in terms of what that includes. And yeah, overall I have to say it was actually a lot of fun building it. I did wish they include Dino, of course, but otherwise it is a overall fun and an exciting piece to build, and a great addition to any Lego fan as well as Flintstone fan out there. Now, other than that, for the price, I have to say definitely well worth it, especially for the nostalgic value nonetheless. Definitely makes it very exciting. Now, if you guys had any questions about the Flintstone kit, feel free to comment down below. Otherwise, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.